I am over the moon to be here. Thank God we have returned to Monday. I am Sean Plott.
And I'm Lee Grainer.
And Sean Bouchard is out for a few weeks, so just Lee and I will be playing the game Rosewater, made by the same
True.
developer that did Shardlight and many other graphic adventure games,
Oh,
Grundislav
is that
Games.
true?
Yeah. This is
Oh,
the developer's most recent release, and it got really great reviews. I think it's an 83, 84, something like that on Metacritic, which for a point-and-click adventure game is killer in 2025. So I wanted to kind of return to the roots that we do in this show.
the roots.
The
Yeah.
roots. Um, Let me just say, in terms of scheduling, because I know a lot of people were asking about this. Last week, I was in Los Angeles doing filming for the PC Gaming Show. This week, I have a few more filmings taking place on tomorrow and the day after. It doesn't really matter, because if you're watching this live or on YouTube, my schedule's variable. But I will stream on Thursday, and the next few weeks are just normal. So I'll just be here. Yay! Which means
Yeah.
I get to do shows
Oh,
with you
exciting.
again regularly, Lee. Woo! Let's go, Lee! Yeah! Lee,
That's so cool. Yeah.
speaking of so cool, I understand that
So
you
cool.
have a phenomena you wanted to discuss with us before we
A
hop into the game.
phenomena.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should I re-describe it for those who
Oh,
didn't
please.
catch the pre-show?
Yeah, as you
Okay.
phase in and out of reality, of course.
Yeah. So imagine this. Imagine you're playing a capture the flag match in a game, and
What genre specifically?
either first person or third person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
And you start the game and everybody rushes out of the starting point and they get into like battles with the other team and stuff, and then you see a little doorway to the side and you go through the doorway and the sound of battle fades away because nobody's around, and you just walk a little farther and you walk more, and then you find the enemy's flag and you go pick it up, and then you walk back where you came from to your base and you score a point, and you don't see anybody, so you just do the same thing and you score like two more points, and then you're the high scorer on your team at the end because you didn't
Yeah.
see anybody around at all. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, when you articulated this, my brain suddenly was teleported to all manner of LAN parties or PC cafes where I'd be like, I'm going to play a multiplayer shooter, woo! And I wouldn't see another person in the game. I would start and I'd
What
see
is
everyone run
that?
around, and I would like try to chase after people just to try to get some action, but then they'd be faster at jumping, and I'd try to jump after them, and I wouldn't see anyone. Occasionally you'd like run this way and there'd be some bodies. You'd be like, oh, death was here. And then you just kind of keep going, and there's still no one
Yeah.
in the game. Like, dude, I used to go to Halo LAN parties, and I would be so self-conscious because I could like see on the monitor three other people engaged in constant fighting, and I was in the bottom right just looking for anything to happen.
Yeah. It's like you're in the back rooms all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like, and then what weirds me out about it is that feeling of like, what is going on? I must be doing something wrong because I'm
Yeah.
clearly out of the action. But then, like, you end up being the deciding, like, just by walking back and forth in the dark, you're like the top scorer of the game.
Dude,
Like,
I actually claim that all good modern multiplayer games have solved that kind of problem, so you don't
yeah,
think about it as a player. But if you are like a developer and you're like, all right, I've made the sickest FPS mode of all time. All right, sit down, play it. I with some frequency get, you know what? Let me rephrase this. Being the big deal that I am, I don't know if you see
yeah,
this,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I have a name tag that also links to a place where there's my name tag. I get invites to highly exclusive games in beta by filling out a form on a website. Pretty impressive. And I cannot tell you how many times over the last 3 years I've fired up some FPS game and wandered around and not encountered anyone and been like, I don't think I understand the game. Just like turn it off.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, this is, I almost want to do like a multiplayer game design course where I'm like, all right, here's the biggest problems in multiplayer games. One, people quitting the game forever because they couldn't figure out what was fun. This is actually the only thing we're going to talk about in this entire semester is that, because that's the number one problem. Because, dude, that's what Halo was for me. I was wandering around and I was like, what's the fun? And they're like, well, dude, what's your favorite weapon? And I've never seen anyone to shoot the weapon at. I don't even know what these guns do. Like, that's so interesting.
I'm playing as myself tonight. I'm just in a hallway. I have a show and tell here for you. I decided to get safe. So I got a fire blanket, and I thought it just has a very mostly walking kind of branding to it.
Yeah.
A fire blanket is something you can throw on a fire to put the fire out if there's a fire.
Yeah.
This is officially oh, it phased out. A prepared hero. Prepared hero fire blanket.
Oh my God. You know, that's... I also appreciate their brand of prepared hero condoms, I think is also very appropriate. As well as prepared hero condiments that fit into your wallet and purse. Yeah, All right, I'm going into the new game. Let's go.
Prepared hero condoms. It's the worst thing I've ever heard. That's amazing.
Hey, look, we got trains.
Boarded the 743 from Pierre Lorraine for Rosewater, Western Vespucci. No baggage to speak of, in the literal or metaphorical sense.
You're getting audio, right?
And that doesn't take up much space.
Well, I haven't gotten it yet. 1 second. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude, I love the starring. All right, Maya Murphy. Look at all these people that were starring. Hell yeah.
Gavin Hammond, Christian Lands.
Much has been said about the Western frontier, the perilous wilderness, the lawless towns, and the tough, hardened folk who make their way out there, usually to get away from something worse. I suppose I'm about to become one of them myself.
Yes,
There's just
spiders.
one thing Rosewater's got that no place else has: an opportunity with my name on it.
There's Francisco Gonzalez. That's Grundislav Games right there.
Wait, are they in the... Ah!
Well,
nice. Mark.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so Francisco Gonzalez is doing a lot of
The thoughts in my head are running together like the landscape outside the window. Excitement and trepidation and boredom mixing like the scrub and rocks and soil into
something about the art is very
very laserdisc.
Yeah.
Rosewater Station.
One thing I know.
Are we gonna design some magic cards?
I am ready for a change of scene.
Oh my gosh.
Is it okay if we make fun of this game?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Because it does sound like the voiceover is coming from someone's studio or closet.
Dude, let me tell you.
Next time, maybe throw a little reverb on that. Wow. Did I just make... I think I accidentally just gave myself a wedgie. Oops. I nerded myself. I thought I was the jock, and I'm actually the nerd.
Happens.
Howdy, ma'am. Allow me to extend the warmest of welcomes on behalf of the town of Rosewater and its inhabitants. Folks call me Jem. And who do I have the honor of greeting?
Harley Legere.
Delighted to make your acquaintance. Might I assist you with your luggage?
I love pronouncing luggage as Lugagi. It's so fun.
I don't.
I know.
Right.
No luggage.
Well, what brings you to our fair town, Mrs. Legere?
Oh. All right, Lee. Who are we
sorry,
today?
I had to... I'm balancing all the channels right now.
Yeah.
Hi.
I'm just passing through.
I'm just passing through.
Yeah, like...
We can't trust this person.
Yeah.
Miss. And I'm just passing through.
Yeah, that's pretty much everybody's story. If they come here at all. Things keep going this way, and I'll be out of a job soon.
Oh my god. Are we just going to be an abysmal human being?
I think we need to keep them guessing. I think now we have to be sweet. Now we have to be... I think we have to be hot, cold, sweet and sour, fire and ice, you know?
Ooh, I love that. What are two other contrasting things? Like orange juice and mayonnaise.
Light and dark. Jedi and Sith.
The This isn't quite the bustling frontier gateway I was expecting to find, but I heard there was an opportunity at the Rosewater Post.
So you're what? Some
So
kind of
we're a
reporter?
snarky nerd,
No,
are we?
well, I write.
Say, I thought you said you were just passing through.
Can't a body keep some things private? You want my life story? Wait till I publish my memoirs.
Jeez, I was only asking.
I love
You
how much of a
found way
hater
to
we
make
are.
some money here. Good for
Yeah.
you. But as official town
We're definitely,
greeter,
like,
allow me to offer
definitely a
a small
Daria.
caution. Rosewater ain't always such a sleepy little town.
Hey!
I thought he was going to pick
I
our
just
pocket.
remembered another engagement.
And his hand goes
Tell
for
you welcome to
wallet as
arrivals.
well.
Yeah.
I have a mind to give you a thrashing.
That was a very daring pickpocket. That was like a long
All right,
walk
all right.
to
Enough of that. Look, I was no choir boy.
Yeah, let me tell you. Okay, so Lee, have you seen Gotham, the TV show?
No, I haven't.
So like one of the main, I guess, antagonists, but like it's treated as like a point of view character, is the Penguin, and
Yeah.
is the most sniveling, begging person ever,
Oh,
but is done
that's wonderful.
awesomely. It's like perfect because the Penguin is both sniveling and sobbing, but also scheming and conniving, is like incredibly capable and competent, but constantly is like, oh my god, no, I'm sorry, oh god, oh no, just like this kiddo. And I strongly recommend season 1 of Gotham to everybody. It's like one of the best seasons of TV I've ever seen.
Sounds really good.
So incredible. All right. So I'm going to hit him with, but I never cried as much as you.
But I didn't start blubbering when things went south. Word of advice, kid. Don't pick your mark in broad daylight, especially not at a lawman's doorstep. Go on, beat it, or I really will give you
Especially
something
not
to
on
cry
a
about.
woman's doorstep.
That little run.
Yeah.
Where in the ether is that damn publisher's office?
Our vibe is like so weird. We sound like we're in the Society for Creative Anachronism. Like we just sort of do.
Wait. If I... What are my buttons? I...
Oh,
Open inventory is right click. Interact is left click. Mouse cursor is... Dude, look at talk to you. Like this is the mouth of a Cenobite right here. This is it.
yeah. Can we get a zoom in on that? Could you please enhance the mouse cursor face guy?
I actually can't.
Like,
in OBS, I just can't do it.
Okay. Then don't. That I didn't mean for that to sound confrontational, but you know,
Oh
maybe
my
I'm
god.
also switching it up.
This is the icon right here. The funniest thing is that it actually doesn't exactly look like it's pointing up, because like the thumb is not.
No.
It's actually just
yeah.
lightly pinching upwards.
Oh, could you go up the sheriff's office?
Yeah, let me go.
Go up
Somebody
his
hit us
doorway?
up the sheriff's office. Oh my god, nostalgia's
stranger.
overwhelming me.
Fresh off the train?
Yes, sir.
Come on in then. Let's have a chat.
Want some chats? Course you do.
I'm Sheriff Gamble.
Harley Leger.
Pleasure. Just passing through, or...
I'm here about a job.
Well now, that's refreshing. Few come to Rosewater these days with the intent of staying long. How are you finding our town?
Oh, on the map.
Lee, please. I'm so ready to know what you want to do here.
Oh, we have to snark about the welcoming committee. I want us to be the most verbose fucking nerd you've ever heard.
That's
Like-
it. We're a verbose fucking nerd. Like,
Yeah.
it's not just like, it sucks. We're just like, well, frankly, the welcoming committee leaves a lot to be desired. Have I said
the
I'm a
welcoming
writer?
committee leaves a lot to be desired. Just overly formal.
Did you talk like this when you were young? Because like,
No, but I was definitely in the pipeline somewhere. I mean, I did not understand why the other kids thought it was funny when I said that doing homework was rather tedious. Like I had a few moments,
yeah.
but I was yeah.
I liked long
So yes, I guess
sentences
the
and lots
answer
of
is yes.
words. Yeah, and when
Well,
you,
I thought, you know,
yeah,
Yeah.
Some things haven't
What's
changed.
wrong with using big words, you know?
Well, the problem is if there's a bully or someone who's making fun of you, it turns out that if you're taking a while to get there, they can just interrupt you with a 3-word dunk. And it's hard to
It's true.
riposte that with like another long circuitous ramble that doesn't quite get there.
I can't say much for the welcoming committee.
Beg pardon?
I wasn't in your town but 2 minutes when I was accosted by a pair of gutter snipes. They should thank their lucky stars
see,
I
we're
was in
doing
a
it
good
now.
mood.
I keep telling Jim to stop with that town greeter malarkey.
Jim.
But that boy's got a head harder than granite. I've been too soft. I ought to throw him in lockup until he gets his head on straight.
Trust
For
me, that'll
what?
only make things worse. Besides, I don't think they've yet written a statute outlawing vexatiousness.
You've
Oh!
forgiven nature, Miss Leger. Anyhow, welcome to Rosewater. If you run into any more trouble, come and see me.
Whoa, dude, look at this guy making use of the 3rd dimension.
Yeah, this game is already definitely bringing out my self-hating nerd tendencies. I'm like, I have
Looks like
like
a pretty rough sort.
you'll see me
This
be
fellow's still
tough
at
on
large?
nerds in the most
Yep,
self-destructive
but I
way, but
reckon
it's
he's
how
left
can
the
you not
province.
sometimes, right?
Reminder, confiscated items to be placed in the box below.
All right, well, I
Take
want that.
What's in
Take
the
it.
bag?
Oh, that's a set of lockpicks I confiscated from a would-be burglar.
Oh, we couldn't pickpocket the lockpicks?
I can't just swipe these
Okay.
from right under his nose.
Can't believe I just said
Bag
that
of
out
lock.
loud.
All right, dude, wait. So I believe that if I hold O, it also... Oh.
Your cursor, it looks like your cursor is sitting on top of the clock, like a little hat. That was really funny.
Like this. Yeah.
Look at that. It's so
Oh my
cute.
god, it fits. It fits just right.
It does. Yeah.
A lawman with a license? Guess Rosewater isn't so uncivilized after all. Does this license mean you went to sheriff's school?
No, it means I was officially elected to the position by the people of this town. The paper is really just a formality.
I'm not liked. I'm well liked.
I wouldn't have
Yeah.
figured the
Hey,
sheriff for a naturalist.
I think I figured out how I want to play our character. I just want to be
ready.
like the biggest fucking headache for the people of this town.
Oh,
That's what I
so
wanna do.
That's so good. This is consistent with the
Yeah.
long sentences, the hot cold.
Yeah.
Fancy yourself a lepidopterist?
There we are. We're doing it.
Pick that display up from a passing rag and bone man. But I like when the sun shines on their wings just so. Real thing of beauty.
Real thing of beauty.
Impressive collection.
Oh yeah. Since we're trying not to swear on Mostly Walking, I was wondering if Chat could help us come up with
Yeah.
like our own sort of sci-fi fake swears for the show.
Ooh, that's a great one. Okay, so what's the first curse word that we need to learn to not say?
I would say the F word. That's one.
Probably the F word. Can we get some proposals while I'm looking about
Hey,
this?
Sheriff?
Huh?
What's the story with these guns?
Borgin.
Now these are standard issue
frigidity.
repeaters. Pretty powerful rifles. Thankfully, I've
Whoa.
yet to use one in the line of duty. Wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of one of these.
Oh, is he gonna stand up every time?
I hope so.
What a peculiar decoration. Hey, Sheriff?
What's on your mind?
Why have you got a horseshoe hanging above the door?
Ah, glad you asked.
Reminds me to quit horsing around.
My grandpappy told me a story about a blacksmith who was visited by the devil. The devil asked
What?
the smith to make him a horseshoe for his own hoofed feet, you see. So the blacksmith took a red-hot horseshoe and nailed it straight onto one of his hooves. The devil
good story.
howled out in pain. He begged the blacksmith to take it off again. The smith agreed, but on one condition. The devil must always respect the horseshoe and never enter any place where one is hung above the door.
Is
Hell
it
of a
okay to be
story,
mean to
wouldn't
the
you
devil?
say?
Okay, I strongly recommend, in no uncertain terms, you all must watch the movie Aramentari.
Was somebody mean to the devil in that movie?
It is.
I just yes or no. That's all I need to know. But don't. Okay, then don't say anything.
It is.
Then keep your secret.
Yeah. It is. I'm trying to think. Like, it might be better to watch it cold. But do you?
Yeah.
What information do you want about it?
None. I'll watch it. I realized I don't want any.
There's a line about there's a blacksmith that is so wicked and so cruel that even the devil fears him. It's in Basque, which is like a language that does not sound like any language I've ever heard, because it's like not a Romance language, and it's just an otherworldly dark fantasy that I never know what's going to happen when I'm watching. It's one of my favorite accidental movies.
I went to see 2 movies. One was good and one was not.
Ooh, tell me the one that was not
doesn't
good.
look too comfy, but I guess that's
The Shrouds.
the point.
The Shrouds are in
The Shrouds by David
much
Cronenberg was awful.
Not really. Well, that's fine by me. The less I have to clean out that pot, the better.
The solid gold urinal. No, so The Shrouds by David Cronenberg was a badly made, terrible movie, and it also has like sort of depressed me for the last couple days.
Of?
Yeah.
So it's both bland and also like bad for you. Yeah, just maybe don't watch it. There's probably like 1 or 2 weirdos in our chat who are like, "It's a good movie," and I'm like,
life would be like if I'd stayed. The winters were so cold, people's sentences would hang in the air for days.
Oh,
All
shit.
things considered, I still do miss the place.
You know, something about him saying sentences and hanging. I got confused.
It also could be that my internet's been blipping, so you might hear just a little bit more hanging like that at times. So.
No. Sheriff, are those? Is that dogs? Is that a family of dogs up there?
Here?
Looks like a family of dogs.
It really does look like with their little brown ears on the side of their heads just hanging out.
Yeah.
Hey, Sheriff?
Yep.
What's on your mind?
Who are the people in this photo?
Those are my sisters, Lord bless them.
Oh, whoops. Oh, yeah, sorry, forgive me.
Beulah's
I do
a
love that
real
he
firebrand.
keeps standing up.
Beulah.
She'd smack you across the face soon as look at you. She did to me plenty.
Pew!
Mary was always my favorite. The trouble we used to get into when we was kids.
Is he role playing? What is he doing? Right
Sadie died a few months after this picture was taken. I'm grateful to have this to remind me of her.
All right, we're halfway through the list of my sisters. Oh, there's only 3 of them there. Okay.
I do like that he's just like chuckle, smile, walks up to you, nuzzles your face.
Yeah, no, and
What's that?
I get the impression that people are a little bored in this town, so they just like their long turns of phrase.
Hey, Sheriff?
What can I do you for?
How long have you been the sheriff here?
Just how long have you been the sheriff here anyway?
Oh, a couple years now. Like most everyone else, I came to Rosewater in '48 when we thought the hills were full of Orem. Except I stayed when it turned out they weren't.
You were a prospector?
Yep. But it turns out lawman was a more stable career.
All right, tell me about Rosewater.
A man in your position must have plenty to say about the town he serves.
Suppose that's true. But a stroll down Main will tell you most everything you need to know.
All right, what else is there around
Anything of interest in the surrounding area?
Not really. The San Bernardino Valley don't offer much in the way of sightseeing. There's an army fort, Fort Beaumont, and an abandoned relic that used to be a laboratory. There's also
okay, we gotta go there.
on the other side of the valley. But you'll want to steer clear. I've heard tell they can be real territorial. But all that's outside my jurisdiction. When you leave my town, you're taking your chances out there.
Thanks for the chat, Sheriff.
Come back anytime.
It's really difficult for me not to immediately envision Mike as sheriff. Thanks for the chat, Sheriff. No, anytime. If you need me, I'll be on the heating pad waiting for tummy rubs.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
I want to play that game. I love that. I gotta unplug my mic for about a second
line.
here.
Until they connect it up from the coast, anyway.
I'll be back.
Oh, dude, we got bugs. Oh, dude, it's gonna be the long scrolling. Dude, I really like this highlight interactables
I hope that
button.
isn't the town water supply.
Hey, what is this?
October 25th, 1850. Dear Miss Leger, thank you for submitting your sample.
my-
Your writing shows real potential. I'd like to extend an invitation to meet with me at the offices of the Rosewater Post and discuss the possibility of an extended commission. How soon can you arrive in town? I await your reply and look forward to making your acquaintance. Yours, Joan Gallagher.
It's still so
That is
crazy
the
to me.
best bad accent I've heard. Yeah.
Is that a bad accent? That
It seemed like a good bad accent. Like a fake accent done well, but that I knew was fake.
like
Am I wrong?
like when you see a video and you're like, well, that's AI, but like I enjoyed it. Like one of those.
Yeah, that was a good fake video. I don't know. I've never felt this before.
Soft drink crates. A sugary, fizzy way to beat the heat.
Say something snarky about rotting teeth, please.
Nothing inside but a colony of ants. Shame. I could go for a sarsaparilla.
Just drink
Looks
the
sturdy,
street
But there's
soda.
some rot creeping around the handles. Can't be a
Kinda
good
like
sign
my
when even
auntie.
the blacksmith goes
Yeah.
out of business. No shoes for you, horsies.
I'm loving it. I think we're doing it really well.
Dude, Ashuman says, I mean, Irish people don't sound like that. It's an Americanized accent for sure. This is the thing that I find so fascinating about communication, where if you are trying to communicate that this person is from Ireland to an audience that does not normally hear Irish accents, you might be able to communicate that better by not doing an actually accurate Irish accent.
Yeah. Yeah.
As
Yep.
opposed to putting in parentheses, Irish. Like,
It's kind of like, yeah, it's like the Americanized Chinese food kind of thing.
yeah.
This padlock's not going anywhere. Not without encouragement.
You're doing a good job, Padlock.
This
Can you imagine having such a wry internal...
I mean, it would be debilitating.
the local sawbones.
Would.
This is where all the sharp knives and strong drugs will be kept.
I'm going in.
Do you think she just kind of like chuckles wryly to herself every couple seconds?
Absolutely right, chuckling, start to finish all day.
Oh, hello there. Don't think I've seen you around before.
Just arrived in town. Name's Harley Leger. And you're Dr. Sedgwick?
At your service. Welcome to Rosewater and to my clinic.
These
Anything in
these
particular
ceilings
ailing
are like
you today?
15 feet tall.
Yeah, this is a space-filling ceiling in here, man. Like, I can't even... Like, this is so much wall space to need to decorate. They couldn't even reach the high ends.
Yeah.
Oh, how about we just talk about the blister on our foot? Huh?
Yeah, that sounds
now
good.
that you mention
sounds...
it, I've got this blister on my right foot that's got me in a huff.
I can take care of that for you. Step over to the chair and I'll cut it off in a jiff. They do tend to be
Whoa.
gushers, though, so it might be a while before you're up and
All right.
about again.
On second thought, I'll just deal with it.
Oh, the frontier
he,
life has its
called her
fair
bluff.
share of discomforts, to be sure. They do say that suffering is good for the soul.
For the
Hey,
soul?
is this the second...
Is that a pun, Doctor?
Hey,
Oh, I see. For the soul. Most humorous.
is this the second room in a row that has a solid gold urinal pot in it?
Oh, yeah, no, I assumed that you just go to the neighborhood Costco and buy a 4-pack of them and just disperse them around town. Cyan Blob says, I totally forgot to mention this, but Necrosis Thanatos has an IMDb page. Really? Oh my
Oh, that's
god.
amazing.
That's my favorite Easter egg of all time, is Necrosis Thanatos.
He's my
Everything
favorite Easter egg.
everything I do from here on out will be the quest to get the best
everything,
Necrosis
yeah.
Thanatos. You know, like, cause let me tell you my long-term vision, Lee, okay?
Yeah.
My long-term vision is the following. So I'm not gonna talk about my game or my game studio because I don't share that kind of information. But a fantasy that extends beyond that is that we make IP so compelling, we start getting like Netflix TV shows and movie deals and shit. And of course, like any good fictional universe, there's the evil you're seeing, but there's a deeper, greater evil behind that. Or in anime, there's 40 layers, which is why it takes so long for anything to happen. But like, the evil beyond the evil, like the villain that is pulling the strings, the great puppet master.
Yeah.
I want it to be revealed one day that it is Necrosis Thanatos.
Oh.
And there's people that are like,
Yeah.
what is this? Is he trying to make a Thanos? And it's like, no. I'm trying to reference a niche funder of point-and-click adventure games that shows up and makes you go, well, that's an awfully weird name in the middle of this game full of normal names. Like, that's what's so great, right? If there's like the evil Lord Necrosis Thanatos.
Oh.
It's just
It's
the
such
best.
a good name. It's a good name because it's so on the nose, but it's so individual.
That's impressively clean.
Cleanliness is next to godliness, as they say, and good health starts with good hygiene.
Yeah, I really think that Necrosis Thanatos is one of those IDs that is perfectly cool again, having started sounding so uncool. It's like
Yes,
it's like
it flipped around.
It's like absolutely precisely balanced. Like, you don't need a new username.
No.
God, every once in a while, I would see someone online that just has a cool name like that. That's just so not cool. It's cool, you know? God, it's just so cool. You know, like I there was this. I played StarCraft with this guy, and I was paired against him, and his name was Cyber Dark Blade.
Oh, that's good.
Dude, yeah.
Really good.
Cyber Dark Blade. It's the two adjectives in front of Blade. Yeah, I mean, it's like fire laser sword. Like, there's too much information in there.
Strike laser claws.
Quite a
an anime
variety
called
of
Strike
potions
Laser
and
Claws.
tonics you've got here, Doc.
It's only a small
Wow.
part of the bounteous pharmacopoeia that nature might make available to us, if only we knew her secrets. There is so much to be discovered.
No.
Oh, yes. Lee, do you have any other good names that you've seen on the internet?
I imagine you get your hands pretty dirty in this line of work?
It's for cleansing
mean-
before, not after. I am a
Not
follower
immediately,
of
because the ones that
modern
come to mind would
European
reveal the
theories,
spells that I
positing
run
that
in.
disease
And,
follows from the propagation of
let me
tiny
put it this way.
animal cubes
Animalcules!
living on the surface of the
Yo,
skin.
animalcules!
Thorough
Fuck
washing
yeah.
with soap and water is said to eradicate
Have I told you
them.
about those?
Drown the little bastards, huh?
Something like that.
Animalcules was like before, like, more germ theory sort of stuff. Just in general, animalcules were like tiny animals. Anytime
Yeah.
they were like tiny animals, they were like
They
called them animalcules.
Is it not animalcules? Like molecules
It is like
and
it
animalcules?
is like animalcules, but it's without the L, so it's like animacules, like.
Oh, things that
Yeah.
are animated. Anima.
I love
yeah.
it.
Oh,
I
dude.
love that though. It just it makes me think of like
Have you actually read all
Animal
these books,
crackers.
Doc?
I have. They also serve for reference. Learning is a lifelong endeavor.
look at
You know, the weirdest massage I ever had. I was in. This is when I was living in San Francisco, and I wanted to get a massage, but I didn't want to have to wait 2 days to go to it. You know, it's like I want a massage
Yeah.
right now, and I learned that there's an app called Soothe, where you can get a masseuse to just come to you and give you a massage in your house.
Okay.
Which,
That's okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, no, your hesitation makes sense because in the moment I was like, "This is great! I get a massage here in 2 hours. It's incredible." But what actually happens is that a stranger comes to your house, you take off all your clothes, and then they know where you live. Like, it's this thing that, like, no one thought through this during the VC pitching funding process. They just went, yeah, no, you order food, you order a car, you order a stranger coming to your house where you take off all your clothes, and now they know where you live. And this guy comes over, and it was hot in my apartment because we didn't have air conditioning. And he's like, hey, listen, it's kind of hot in here. And I was like, yeah, you can open a window. And he goes, look, we're both guys. Do you mind if I take off my shirt? And I was like, and of course, like when you're hit with that, you just go, yeah, no problem, you know. And like, there's a reason I'm telling this story. So I had Britt and I have a lot of books, so we had this like whole wall of books. And so this man who now has no shirt on and once again knows where I live is massaging me, and I'm face down.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Wow, do you read all these books?" And I went, "Yeah." And he goes, You've read all of these books." And I'm like, "Most of them." And he's like, "Come on." And I was like, "I don't know. I like reading books." Like, I don't know. He just like wouldn't believe me. I'm just like face down. You know, I'm in one of those things where all I can see is down. I just see his shadows moving as I'm staring at the floor, and he's just doubting my book reading. And that's what.
Just like in the donut.
Yeah, so this game's Thomasina Bateman is talking about. What's our character's name? Heather Ledger?
So what I love is that, like, what made him be like, "It's hot, I'm gonna take my shirt off"? It's because you also had your shirt off. Is it any situation where he's hot and the other person has their shirt off where he'd say, "Hey, I'm just gonna take mine off too"? Or like,
oh,
what?
Yeah.
What?
Here's what I think. Like, I am not sharing more information about this man because it could identify him. And it like
you don't want to.
It was one continuous 90-minute. Every next sentence is unhinged. It's just like continuous, not in a necessarily scary way, but in a way where it's like, I can't believe that Soothe just lets you go to people's houses and take your shirt off and judge their books. So
was he the only guy? Was he the only guy on Soothe?
I guess so. It might have been.
He was the founder.
But like, I have met people like this where they have a want and they're just going to do it. But like, they know that sometimes they get resistance, so they try to just push back against the presumed resistance and just say that they're going to do it. Like, you might be weirded out that we're both guys who are like not very clothed right now, but like, we're both guys, right? It's not weird. It would be weird if you were a girl, but you're a guy, so it's cool, right? Can I take off my shirt?
Especially here in San Francisco, where San Francisco, the most straight city in the.
Yeah, I know. No, that's the thing. Like, all the context makes it make no fucking sense at all. But that's exactly what he did. And the fact that he like wanted to take his shirt off was like step one of me being like, "Oh, this guy's weird." But it really was his incredulity of like my books. Just like he's massaging me, being like, "This guy's fake." Like, it's just this guy clearly doesn't read all these books.
That is good. That's a good story.
Is that mess of noodles really what our insides look like?
Indeed, Miss Leger. The human body truly is a marvel.
I suppose that's one word for it.
He also had developed this like theory of how to massage the body, where it's like if your left foot hurts, you don't massage the left foot, you massage the right foot. And I was like,
a sort of mirror theory.
Something like that, right? And he was like, "So which side of your neck hurts?" I'm like, "My left side always hurts more than my right." He's like, "Well, I'm gonna massage the right side." And like about halfway through, I was like, "Can you just massage my left side? Because it's still really tight, man. You like we're not touching this knot that I have." Oh, it was such a wild experience.
That is.
What's in the pouch?
That is amazing.
Oh, just some supplies for house calls and emergencies.
That is a good story.
Don't touch that, Miss Leger.
Miss Leger.
I want you to not touch that.
Is he going to say that about anything we're not supposed to touch?
Doc?
Miss Leger.
So, how's the medicine business?
What a question. I'm a physician, Miss Leger, not some two-bit snake oil salesman.
Didn't mean to imply you were.
I'm sure. At any rate, I've not had many patients of late, but that is the physician's dilemma, is it not? We are taught that idleness is a sin. But better that I am idle and the townsfolk healthy than my surgery be full of the ill and infirm.
Got any knowledge to impart about Rosewater?
I want to get to the inciting incident.
Well, it's
yeah, I know. I was just thinking that.
You don't sound too enthused.
I'm sure you'll find plenty to see and do here.
Give it to me straight, Doc.
We're still
in
like episode 0.
Your thoughts on this place, warts and all.
Were Rosewater one of my patients, I would say the prognosis is not good. Not since all the Aurum claims dried up and the airship routes opened, leapfrogging over our rail line. The hangers-on keep this place gasping for breath, but I fear they only prolong the inevitable. I hope I haven't discouraged you, but you did ask my opinion.
The laser dirigibles have now usurped our railroad. One more time?
I didn't realize we were in an alternate history.
Is it alternate?
I thought the other guy was just saying Aurum because, like as slang for gold. But I think we're going to be hearing a lot of Aurum.
Yeah. Maybe some Aurum Calcum?
Aurum Calcum.
All right. Why don't you go somewhere?
If things are so bad, why not pick up and move elsewhere?
I swore an oath to do no harm, Miss Leger. As the town's only physician, leaving would mean abandoning my patients. There may not be many left to call on my services, but when they do, harm. I am the only barrier standing between them and the grave.
I love that animation.
Isn't that a bit dramatic, Doc?
Say what you will. I know where I stand on the matter.
I'm a principled, broke, sad man. All right.
Dr. Broke Sadman.
I'm a physician.
Why not train somebody to take over for you?
I did have an apprentice not long ago, my ward, Nadine.
What happened to her?
Nadine.
Oh, this is no kind of life for a restless young person. I encouraged her to put her talents to use elsewhere. She's ministering to the local native tribe now.
Tell me about this tribe.
Look at his ruffles.
I'm afraid I don't know much about them, just that they have a small village somewhere in the valley. I believe they call themselves the Audam? Autumn? I'm not certain of the pronunciation.
Ow,
At any
damn!
rate, they don't come to the town, and I imagine the townsfolk mostly let them be as well.
The ouch darn. All right.
You must know all about the townsfolk.
Steppenwolf says she's now a masseuse in L.A.
Plebities and vices. But if you're just seeking gossip, you'll have to find it elsewhere.
I'll see you later, Doc.
Do take care of yourself.
Okay.
I thought that was your job.
Dude, can I just say... Wait, what?
Whoa.
Wait.
Did you just skip?
You can just click and it just teleports you.
Oh no!
This
I was
person's
really
played these
hoping
games.
I wouldn't, because I know that you are very, efficient when it comes to video games.
I'm a spammy
I
boy.
feel like we're going to be teleporting a lot. Look at you know what's suspicious is that bush.
No, nothing suspicious about it.
This is the place.
I don't know.
All right.
Could you really quick just try putting your cursor on that bush like a little hat, please? See if that does anything.
It's very pleasing.
It's really nice. Okay, thank you. You got me.
Oh, look, I can get
That's
a
nice,
dunce
too.
hat.
Oh no.
I'm a powerful wizard. I'm Wizard Leger.
This is the place.
Let me just get right up in there.
Wizard Leger. Hey.
Oh, inciting incident.
Poor bastard used the window as a door. Do we ignore him?
Lee, I don't know.
Do we pretend it's like a comedy bit?
All right.
Hello, can I help you with something?
I'm here about the writing commission.
Ah, yes, you must be Miss Leger. I believe you and Joni exchanged some correspondence on the matter already, yes?
Yep, got the letter right here.
May I see it, please?
This character had a role in a previous game, I want to say.
This actor?
Yeah, this dude.
I mean, his voice is buttery smooth.
Very good. Oh, one more thing.
Jesus.
Joni's not one for formalities. First names will do.
Noted.
Go up those stairs and knock.
Thanks. What's your name?
Henry Dixon, ma'am. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Henry Dixon.
Likewise.
Henry Dixon is the perfect name for a man that talks like that.
Henry Dixon. Hey, why did it do the little slapper? That little like novelty slapping sound.
Cozy.
Yeah, like
cozy.
I don't know, but it was a purr.
That cabinet's better organized than I'll ever be.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be pretty active around here. I hope that means steady work.
What is this?
Impressive piece of machinery.
What are we doing?
Is it a printing press?
Do we have any memory of why we came to this town?
How can I be of assistance?
Exactly who was that gentleman just took a tumble out your second-story window?
I haven't a clue. Devil of a fella. Just busted in
Maybe
here
you
and went
can
straight for
enlighten me
Joni's
on a little
office.
issue.
He wouldn't be put off, but insisted on speaking with the editor immediately. Said he intended to lodge a complaint. Suppose Joni didn't take too kindly to his manner of lodging.
That's actually pretty funny.
Hey, chat, could you please just, for the next couple minutes when you talk in chat, could you please talk as if you're the main character of this game? Can you too?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. What was our replacement for the F word that we can use?
I don't know that we got one, but we can go up. I don't think we're going to be able to memorize more than one.
Yeah, I mean, like, really, chat needs to have a big ultimatum about how to do
What's to know about this town?
You picked a fine time to arrive, Miss Leger.
Why is that?
A few years back, you could hardly drive a wagon through the street. It was so full of folk coming and going. I'm sure you've noticed that's no longer the case.
I gotta be honest, like, the dialogue is... This is the kind of dialogue that would typically bore the hell out of me because nothing's happening. But the voice acting and the writing, it's great. It's just like, it's like compelling enough.
Yeah, I'll reserve judgment.
So where did everyone go?
I'm actually judging.
Wherever the Orem actually is would be my guess. There's still some prospectors hanging on. Convinced they'll find something everyone else missed. I'm sure they'll all come to their senses eventually.
If they all go, where will that leave you?
Why, getting by, I imagine. Peaceful, quiet life. The railroad still brings some traffic. Folks on their way further west are shipping goods back east. Although not as many as before the transcontinental airship line opened up. Easier to sail
okay, airships, I understand
airships.
airships.
Ride the rails halfway.
Yeah.
Suits me fine, though.
Been working here long, Mr. Dixon?
Oh, about 5 years. I was the first one Joni hired on shortly after launching the paper. Was a farmhand before that. Keeping books is much nicer than tending cow pens, let me tell you.
Oh, does one do anything? No, I actually have to click it. Okay.
Anything I should know about the townsfolk?
Can't really help you there. I'm just a simple family man, and we keep to ourselves.
Can I just say, like, Lee, I did so many squats and lunges today that standing is somewhat agonizing. Like,
oh, you're standing. Look at you.
And cool. Walking down the stairs to this office was dangerous. It was like a dangerous time in my life trying to navigate down. It's just, oof.
Yeah.
Those are some mighty fine whiskers
Did you have
you've
a firm
got.
grip on the arm
Why, thank you, Miss Leger. The missus tells me I ought to shave, but I'm fond of
those. Are my mouth
As you
parts.
should be. I'll leave you to your work.
Appreciate it, man.
What would you say, Lee?
I do. Were you holding on to the stairs handles?
Dude, I was holding on to the stair handle and the wall and taking steps one stair at a time as my cat excitedly zipped up and down between my legs, asking for attention. Oh,
I love when cats do the like figure eight, just trying to murder way down.
Yeah,
like
I know.
Cats, they think that they're entitled to your wealth if you die.
Come in.
That's the secret.
Hello, Joan. I'm Harley Leger.
Ah, yes. Nice to finally put a face to the name. Please take a load off.
Take a load off.
Whiskey?
Bit early for me, but thanks all the same.
Sensible. I like that. I, however, have had a morning, so if you don't mind.
God damn it. I'm like so I'm so target demo. I see a character who looks kind of queer and I'm like,
something about you seems familiar.
Tell me more.
So, no.
Well, let's get down to the meat and potatoes.
Are those suspenders? Oh my goodness.
So
I'd like
easy.
to know more about you.
I'm just such an easy target.
Can I say that there was, you've got my brain running on those visceral childhood gaming moments from like your original topic of playing the game where you're lost and you can't find a single other human being to interact with, and everyone else is hooting and hollering and having a blast. You can't find someone. Like the idea of a glass filling up via different colored pixels. Like, when that happened, I just suddenly was like, oh my god, that was such a thing. Like, an empty cup getting filled up is an iconic evolution of graphics in games. Like, it's astonishing. Like, oh my god, is that a real-time glass? I mean, even like Star Citizen was like, and look, here's a glass with ice in it. Look at the ice moving around. The crowd was like, it's never releasing! Whoa! Like, fucking still an iconic piece of gaming graphics tech is the glass filling up.
Almost as good. Well, maybe just as good as the, just like white marble. Just lots of white marble rendering.
Oh, and brutalism.
Ray traced white marble.
Oh, dude, it's so good. Lee, do we want this last to give us the life story or provide us a succinct biography or avoid the question?
Life story, please.
Well, it all started in New Britannia back in the winter of '05.
Oh no, it's us. I thought it was the other person.
I thought it was them. Oh, okay.
Once things dried up in Pierre, I sent in my sample after seeing your ad. I got your response and hopped on the first train to Rosewater.
Well, that was certainly thorough.
Sending
You've a talent for details,
a sample
that's
makes
for
it
sure.
sound like...
Speaking of, your writing sample had me in stitches. I haven't spent much time in Lamplight City myself, but your descriptions of the Toffs in Lyon.
Wait.
Hilarious.
That piece was inspired by my last visit a few years ago, actually.
Oh? What brought that about?
Isn't Lamplight City another game by Grundislav Games? I want to say.
I don't know.
Chat.
I don't know. Is this a world? Is this a world? Is this a franchise?
Well, because Francisco Gonzalez did Shardlight, Lamplight City, and now Rosewater. I think those are the three that I know. And obviously we streamed one of them, but someone can correct me on that. So
let's take the 210 down to Gaslight City.
Lee, I really am going to need your help being us.
Yeah.
How do we want to answer this?
Okay.
Why did we leave?
Truth.
I had to go back and settle my late brother's affairs.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope it wasn't in connection with that awful business at the Lamplight City Expo.
Oh, no, it was before that.
The Expo disaster was a national tragedy, of course.
It must have been a game.
But I can't help remembering it as the week our paper sold more copies than it has before or since. Isn't that terrible? But enough about that. Let's get back to why we're here. I loved your sample, and I like you as well, Harley.
Why would you hang your cane
and offer you a
like
commission? I'll pay you 45 pounds for it.
After
that, we can talk about more regular opportunities.
Oh my god, it's so high up, man. Like, let me tell you something.
Very high.
Wow, like literally, when I stand up, like that must be at least 12 feet up. That's insane.
Yeah. I think it's because they're insisting on the same, like, perspective.
Hot damn. So, what's my assignment? A scathing commentary on Rosewater's decline? Or maybe a hard-hitting expose on the plight of the marginalized criminal youth?
Oh, no. Nothing like that. I want you to interview Gentleman Jake Ackerman.
Who?
Pull the other one.
Gentleman
Jake
Ackerman.
Under a rock. He's
Pull
a
the other one.
Legend. The Achilles of our times. We've got a real opportunity here. Star like that landing in our little town. I'd like something in the vein of your sample.
Little town.
Acerbic and mordant.
Mordant.
But maybe not quite so acerbic.
So,
what's mordant?
A puff piece.
Good,
Mordant.
You're paying attention.
Mordant,
I want you
like
to make
to know.
Rosewater look good too. Show me a real frontier hero in a real frontier town.
Where can I find this Jake fellow?
He's taking rooms at the Jack of Diamonds just down the road. And his show is opening today at the Opera House. So he should be around for an interview. I don't know how you're situated
so he's
here,
basically
but you're
everywhere.
welcome to use the typewriter in the office.
I only write longhand, but I'd certainly be grateful for a quiet place to work.
Longhand. How charming. Now, if you have any questions before you go, by all means, ask.
All right. Okay, who was that went out the window?
So, who is the man that went out your window? Not another writer, I hope.
Oh, God, no. You're the only applicant we've had. Don't worry about him. Just a rabble-rouser with an axe to grind. Thought he could burst in here railing about my journalistic integrity. Most folks stick to writing letters to the editor.
They're really not very bothered about that window,
I tried to calm him down, but... well, it didn't go that way.
I see.
So,
It's just permanently open now.
My incident has not been incited yet.
Yeah.
The Rosewater Post reported on the
we have
Lamplight
a job.
City Expo?
It was only the biggest story that year. I still got copies of the article saved. Here, read it for yourself.
Disaster at the Lamplight City Expo. The etheric pavilion at the Global Exposition in 10 Kingsley. A terrifying disaster that claimed 15 lives on Saturday during a demonstration by etheric researcher Dr. Benedict Clark, a device known as the etheric generator burst of energy into the audience, instantly vaporizing 14 attendees and one stage assistant. An eyewitness described the scene for the Gazette.
By
the
way,
thing started up with a great crackling.
You are cutting in and out, I hate to say.
Oh, I am? Oh, I am?
Yeah, if you can...
Well, then I'm going to stop reading.
Go to your Discord audio settings and drop the sensitivity.
Can I keep this?
Discord.
Frame it if you like.
Am I too close?
No, I think that it just keeps going, oh, you're done talking, and then it cuts out for half a second, then it comes back.
Any insight?
It's typically a volume
thing. About the town?
It's a far cry from what it used to be. In a way, it's nice not having to hear the noise from the saloon at all hours, but... Oh, I don't know. Folk who moved on took some of the charm with them.
What about the folks who stayed behind?
What about them?
I was hoping for more details.
What about
As far as you're concerned, the only person in Rosewater worth knowing right now is Jake Ackerman. If you're so keen to know about the rest, go meet him for yourself.
I'm curious, how did the Rosewater Post get its start?
Well, my dad was a union man. He worked the printing press for the Allied Fall Creek Miners Cooperative. Pamphlets, labour news, that sort of thing. Then the mine owners brought the Blackburns in to bust the whole operation up.
The Blackburns.
My dad was laid up for months and could never work again after.
Oh.
But we still had to eat, didn't we? I took all the equipment from the old shop and started printing up an early version of the Post just to bring a little money in. At first, it was all just community notices and advertisements from local stores. Over time, I got the hang of the whole journalism thing and turned it into a real newspaper.
Can you, like...
give me 1 second, my cat's peeing.
Okay. Input sensitivity.
Okay. False alarm.
Input sensitivity. Wait, what? Oh, it was doing input sensitivity. I don't want input sensitivity. I want it to be so sensitive, 100% sensitive. I always want my little green thing going, right? Hey, everybody. I always want my little green thing going, right? I want that green thing going.
Oh, man.
Doom. Hey. Yeah, I always want that little green. I always want that little green thing going. Hey, Sean, Chat and I were just talking about how I always want that little green thing going.
Couldn't I write about something else? My style is more observational than, you know.
Yeah, I always want that border up.
I don't know that that's really my strong suit.
Dude, Sheriff just keeps being in the corner of this room. I've cleaned it like so many times
stretch yourself beyond what you might
since
be
I got back.
Besides, it's not as if you have to say anything particularly brilliant.
It's gotta be so fun, though.
Just get your subject talking and take
notes. I love it. It's formed a bond between me and Cher
and maybe the next one will be more to your liking.
I'd best be on my way.
Right, Char?
Right, Char?
Wait a minute.
Right,
what?
It's just come to me. I know why you look familiar. You're Spitfire Harley.
Didn't I mention that earlier?
You most certainly did not. I saw you fighting back in 26 at Wellesley Hall in the Chum. You took out a brute twice your size with a right hook.
Oh, I'm violent.
It was like watching David bring down Goliath.
Violent.
I appreciate the kind words, but that was another life.
Maybe so.
Now I write
fresh off the boat was pretty damn inspirational.
Yeah. Thanks, Joan.
It's amazing that we still write longhand after so many punches.
Please call me Joni.
I hunch over my paper, scrawl with my ink, while listening with my cauliflowered ears.
That's right. I'm shrimping pretty hard right now. I can sit up.
Dude, sitting up...
But that means sitting. I have to sit up.
Let me tell you,
sitting up... Weird.
Yeah, do you ever sit up and then you just feel so many bones crack because it's not used to being in that position?
Well, what I find is I'm so used to being like a little tech neck person that when I sit up, it's like my monitor's way too low. Everything's way too low.
Yeah. I have books on
Whoa.
my
Oh, you're doing the... Yeah, you're doing the weird...
Like... From standing to sitting, the dream.
That's always a cool effect.
Yeah.
It's
kind
of like
later,
the Zoom
Joni.
Take care of yourself out there.
Okay, I'm going straight to...
Spitfire Harley, writing for my paper.
John inciting incident man.
Yeah, we got to get our
incidents incited
here. You know what's cool in video games is you can just start with the inciting incident. Like,
shit.
You can kind of just do that. Video games. Video games.
Lee, I have great news.
What's your news?
I heard... And that is the sound of Sheriff swiping. Because she is either about to or has just completed pissing on the floor.
Oh.
And I go back, and in the corner of the room is a litter box set up by my divine wife.
That is so good.
It's amazing. Like, literally, that just happened sometime. I didn't even hear her come down here. That's insane.
That is perfect.
I don't even know how long it's down here.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's so good.
Sophie says, my first thought was Sheriff swiping on Tinder. Get in that phone.
Was your meeting satisfactory, ma'am?
Quite so. Did you find any of those butterscotch sweets I asked for?
Afraid not. Only taffy and some peppermints.
I only talk in this
seems to lack even the smallest of pleasures. Shall we?
Where this?
Dude. So, I will say that this is something that I find difficult when there's no unbelievably obvious inciting incident. There's something about it that makes it feel really difficult for me to latch on to moments, you know? Because
that's why we have those.
Well, I mean, maybe just like the goals or the story question, you know, where it's like, King Graham, your wife has been whisked away by a wizard. Go find your wife. And you go, okay. And you go do it, right? Like,
yeah.
Here, I mean, where's
I mean, it's like they picked like an event, like they picked something new happened where it's like we arrived in a new town, but that doesn't actually count as an inciting incident.
Yeah.
Rose, Ader, us.
Piss.
For 20 coppers, it had better be one hell of a show.
I'm going to not the
Never
obvious
heard
spots.
of this one. Betrayal, murder, revenge, classic stuff. Never works out that way in real life. This place is falling apart, but these stone tiles were nice. Once.
Pick it up, get some tiles.
Oh my god. We got some tiles.
This thing's heavier than it looks. Bet I could do some real damage with it.
Who needs brass knuckles when you can have tile palms?
Tile palms.
Tile palms.
I have tile palms.
Dr. Bennett Clark, Master of Ethericity. Oh, right, the Ethericity fellow. I didn't know he was working out here.
Knock? Come in. It's me. One more. Alright, I'm gonna hit it one more time.
And then open.
Yep.
Locked.
Why isn't it working?
Nobody's home.
Locked.
This is basically how I interact with a locked door. I'm really role-playing here.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm leaving this place.
Interesting. Interesting that there's like an exit for an outdoor space.
Business seems slow today. Probably a good thing. Business seems slow.
Alright, I guess I'll go to the saloon.
Alright.
Wonder if the whiskey here is any better than the rock gut back in Pierre. Horse pills? Is that pills for horses or pills made from horses? Or both?
You know what am I right?
It's a type of spill, is actually what it is. I like my own joke.
Looks like it's been up for ages. Wonder if they ever caught the guy. Or maybe he retired from crime. Or died of old age. Shabby, but I've been to worse.
Go in.
Hey!
These seem to be for decoration more than anything else.
All right, just like
what
credentials.
What in the world is that?
This?
Is that like a safe? Yeah.
Food delivery for the lazy.
Dude, okay, I kind of like this retro-futuristic Wild West thing. Aethericity.
Warning. Watch the dang door. Signed, Management. Now that is mighty tempting.
It's a button.
Hit the button. Oh, it's a dang waiter.
Because it dangles, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a dangler.
It's a dangle waiter. All right, I'm going to go to this person who crosses their arms using their lats.
Excuse me, kid. I need to get upstairs.
I'm really sorry, miss, but Mr. Ackerman's not taking any more meetings right now.
Where is this person from? Sheriff, come here.
I don't know.
Sheriff.
All around.
Come on. Come on up. Let me just go ahead and get you up to your spot. Your designated roost. There we go. But I need to speak with him.
It's important I speak with Gentleman Jake.
I'm sure. Of course. He always tries to make time for his admirers. Mr. Ackerman's upstairs getting ready for his show. It starts in less than an hour. Why don't you come by and watch? You can come meet him afterwards.
I just need to interview him for a newspaper article.
Well now, that's perfect. If you're going to write about him, you should definitely see the show. Trust me, he's a real dazzler.
Suppose it beats waiting around here.
Yeah, where's the show?
I like the painting in the back that's just a bear in front of a mountain.
Dude! Oh my god,
that's really good.
Scenes from the wild country. A night campfire, a wild horse,
a bear in the mountains.
A bear in the mountains. Sure would be something to see all that up close and personal.
Ow,
Except maybe the bear.
There you go. Who's this?
Local populace getting sloshed.
Population drunk.
I bet that piano hasn't been tuned since the De Leon administration. She's making the best of it, though.
All right, there we go. I've adjusted up my standing desk so that way Sheriff can be in my lap, purring while I look at things.
Someone's hunting trophy.
I'm hunting trophy.
Gentleman Jake's show will be starting at the theater soon.
All right, well, I'm going to go to the theater, all right?
Yeah. So we had to tag in here to get the theater to move, right? We had to progress time.
I assume as much.
She's got big butt problems. Hey, maybe talk to the man
you
there.
Again?
Oh, hey, Harmony, was it?
Harley. What
Oh
on earth are you
man,
doing
he's
here?
got steampunk
you're not
goggles.
still
What the
sore about
eighth?
her?
Darn it. Oh, shoot.
Oh,
Nah. But your little friend might think twice about hoodwinking strangers again.
Look, nothing personal. My brother and me are just doing our best to get by.
it's your brother? You know what, Lee? What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Your brother, huh? And you just threw him to the dogs to
Yeah.
save your own skin. You're clearly the brains of the operation.
Hey, thanks.
Whoa!
But let me pose you a question. If you don't have your own brothers back, who else on this wretched earth is going to give a flip if you're
Who's
alive?
going to give an
dare
aether?
You made your point. Now, can we drop it already? I'm trying to do an actual legitimate job here.
Anytime I see somebody with steampunk goggles, I'm like, oh, darn it. Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's it,
Shoot.
isn't it? Ah, rats.
Oh,
Oh, nutter butter.
dang it.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Legitimate job? So you're not selling snake oil or stock tips or fire insurance?
Nah, nothing like that. I'm selling tickets to Gentleman Jake's legendary Wild West show. Only 20 coppers.
I'll take one of those tickets.
I think we're going to be seeing a lot of
And when would you
elbows
like
up
to
in
come
this,
see
aren't
the
we?
show?
Thinking so.
Whenever it
Elbows
starts.
out?
Oh, you mean
Elbows up,
today?
elbows out.
Oh, well, I'm afraid I gotta disappoint you there. Sold the last of today's tickets not 10 minutes before you walked up.
Seriously?
Seriously, this ain't exactly the Coliseum. It only fits so many, and folks around here are real excited to see Gentleman Jake in person.
All right, look. I don't need to see some yahoo firing off his pea shooter. I just want to talk to this Jake fellow.
And I'm sure Gentleman Jake would be happy to meet you if you had a ticket to get in. Of course, I might be able to sneak you in quiet-like, but I'd be putting my job on the line, and I can't afford to lose it now. After all, I have my little brother to look after.
Oh my God.
Just tell me what you want.
Only a small favor.
Spit it out.
Just help me retrieve something. A small item of great personal value.
Lockpicks.
It's only my pa's pocket watch. Family heirloom, you see.
My pocket
What happened
watch.
to it?
It was stolen is what? By that one-eyed scalawag Lola Johnson. Probably stashed
Now there's
it
a
away
lot
in
of
the old
names
smithy.
being bandied
She's
about
been
here.
squatting in there for weeks now.
All right.
She needs more Metamucil.
I'm gonna bribe. We don't have any money, but I'm gonna do it.
You said you
Bribe.
and your brother needed money. How about 2 crowns?
Yeah.
Well, now, that's mighty kind of you. But this don't change the deal.
Why, you little bastard.
Hey,
You want in, you gotta do me that favor.
Where'd your brother
try
get
giving him
to?
more money.
Keeping out
Yeah,
of
just
trouble?
do it.
Matter of fact, he's trying to make good after that screw-up earlier. Decided he's gonna try and get Pa's watch back all by himself. He's real tore up over losing it.
He's tore up.
Hey, straight tore up. Hold on, I gotta lower this. The sheriff.
I hope he gets caught and locked up for good.
Yeah. Has to use that golden urn to poo in for the rest of his life.
That's right.
If he's doing it, then what do you need me for?
Why, it's clear he ain't cut out for the job. I tried talking sense into him, but he's dead set on it. Wants to prove himself. But he'll be in
I'm
real
not sure
hot
that our
water if he
pants
gets
are
caught,
flattering.
which he probably will.
Yeah, I
That's
mean-
why I'm asking you to do it before he goes and does something
At least his outfit
stupid.
is dividing him
I can
into
tell
thirds,
you
you know.
could pull it off. No problem.
Yeah.
If this Lola stole from you, why not report it to the sheriff?
Oh,
Lola
come
Stola.
on. I thought you was sharp. That lazy tyrant would cuff my brother and me soon as look at us. It's just the
Can you
two
get
of
us into a sort of
Me and
boxing
him
fight mode,
against
please?
the world.
Yeah, like
We
where's
got
my
no one else to turn
numpad
to.
punch
So,
controls from
will you
Indiana
help us out?
Jones?
I want a little left click, right click for the 2 arms.
The blacksmith's got a giant padlock on the door.
So?
So I'm not
I mean, that
breaking
makes
into
sense.
private
That tracks.
property.
I told you the place is abandoned. Lola's squatting in there. Besides, it's not really breaking in if you're retrieving something
can't go in.
stolen.
She's squatting
Sheriff
in
Gamble
there.
won't trouble himself over it, trust me. And if you run into Lola, I'm sure someone like you can handle
And
it.
Mayor McCheese is eating himself.
You and your brother can go hang for all I care.
Damn.
What I want in this theater. So I'll do it.
Swell.
All we want to
You
do
know
is
where
go
to find me.
hang.
All right.
Hey, it did the thing again.
Okay, so here's what I think. We need to get the lockpicks from the
Yep.
sheriff so we can lockpick the door so we can get the stuff.
You got my
Let's do it.
Still,
Nope.
All right, so I'm going to go check the extremities. Oh, wait, is this it?
That
Oh
was
my God.
classic.
That
That was... What?
we've explored the whole town.
We beat the game. We gotta go get the lockpick. That was so classic where he's like, please go do this mission. Okay, and then you click on him again and he's like, have you finished yet?
Is the mission done? All right, so
Sheriff
we didn't walk into this.
Vespucci.
Oh yeah, I don't want to mess up my blade.
Not in town. Hey, wait, there's the mountains. I bet we could find the bear.
Dude, I think he's actually leaning to the right wherever he is.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome back, Miss Legere.
I'm building a studio inside of my room.
hey, Sheriff.
I'm busy
What can I
doing
do
my
you for?
Legos.
Were
I'm
you
building an
aware that
air
a man
gap
was
for my
thrown from the
PC.
window at the Rosewater Post?
Is that right? Who was it?
Never saw him before. Looked New Spanish.
Flying Squirrel
Is he
Johnson.
Alive?
Hell if I know. I didn't want to get involved. But he was gone when I came back out. So he must have crawled away or something.
Sounds like I need to have some words with Joni.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Just don't throw your back out acting with your microphone.
I can't do dramatic lines. I've got sciatica.
Can you tell me about Joan Gallagher?
I've yet to meet anyone with a more fiery temper. My advice is to stay on Joni's good side.
As opposed
to
the window side.
Going out the window like that poor bastard.
And sit in the third row, you'll get hit by pieces of watermelon.
Is Doc Sedgwick on the up and up, or is he one of those frontier quacks?
Oh, no.
Frontier
Doc
quacks?
Sedgwick's tried and true. Well, he saved the town from a yellow fever epidemic just last year. The Doc's pretty much the glue holding this town together. Leastways, that's what he's fond of telling everybody.
Hey.
Reckon I think he's full of himself, what with washing his hands.
Yep, that's right.
Talking about them fictional animalcules and what else nonsense.
What's the story with Gentleman Jake?
God, I fucking love
Which
animalcules.
one? If even half of them are true, he's a lion among men. A real
He's a
Western.
lion, all right.
You can catch his show while he's in town and hear it straight from the source.
I like to stay up late and watch his YouTube shorts one after the other. They're so insightful and bring so much knowledge, but I can't bring myself to thumbs up, because again, who does that with shorts? Like,
amazing.
Are you acquainted with Lola Johnson?
Not really. She mostly keeps to herself. As long as she don't cause trouble, I'm willing to overlook the squatting.
I saw a lady coming out of the saloon earlier. She was older, fancy looking, sounded old country. Any idea who that is?
Can't say it rings any bells. Wonder what someone like that'd be doing in Rosewater.
Thanks for the chat, Sheriff.
Come back anytime.
Hey, Sheriff.
What can I...
Just say...
Back already, huh?
What in the ether?
It's a tile from in front of the Opera House.
Do you, often carry around bits of masonry?
Only if they're useful.
I just better not find out you've been smashing things up, you hear? Town's falling apart enough already.
Oh, we shouldn't have told him we
Understood.
have a tile.
oh god.
You know, anybody in this town could get their hands on a tile.
Damn
Sheriff.
shame about what happened at the expo. I never bought into that ethericity hokum. Glad it's been banned.
My name's Ethericity Hokum.
That's a good
Something
name
about
right
it.
there.
It is a good name. Well, we didn't do it. We need those, we gotta go get those lockpicks, right?
That's what I'm...
It's Abraham
I
Lincoln.
reckon we're going to need to do that. But first, I'm going to try to break this open with my
Smash it.
tile.
That did it.
Hey,
Tile's no good anymore, though.
I love that it said find another way.
Find another way. Hey, this guy fought the devil like 12 times.
The Smithy's cold furnace.
Bam, 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 bam.
Guess the devil won't be coming in here.
Oh!
Hey, devil callback.
No watch, just old ash.
I'd put some ash in my pockets.
Emptier than that fool Jem's
Is that
head.
ash in your pockets, or are you just happy to
That
see
could
it?
be a good spot to...
In the
Maybe the kid's
furnace?
watch is in there. Absolutely nothing.
Wait a minute. Did I miss something about where this watch is?
Somewhere
Did
in
the
here.
blacksmith dabble as a Wainwright? Doesn't look too comfortable. Well now, what have we here? Got what I came for. Best not to stick around.
All right.
A watch?
What in the
Oh,
ether
no.
is going on here?
What the ether?
What in the airships? So
Oh.
you're Lola Granola Johnson.
How about I'd ask you the same thing, huh? We're a douche.
That's good. That's good. That
That's
always
an
works.
excellent question.
What are
I was
you
looking
doing
around
here?
an abandoned building. Why are you here?
I live here.
Why?
What a terrible place to live.
Jeez, I'm sorry. This place is a dump.
All the more reason for you to leave it.
I'll be going.
Leave it. Leave it.
Leave it.
Leave it.
Get inside that bellows.
Oh, we got a diary?
Ooh, it's got drawings. Look at the little bear.
What?
Hey, Sean, could you put a little hat on top of that bear-shaped lock, please?
Yeah, let me take care of that.
That's nice. Could you put... Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Thank you. That's perfect. And could you also put a hat on that lock, or the down at the bottom that looks like a door handle that's spooked?
Which one?
On the left.
This one? Oh. I see, yeah.
There it is. That's good. Thank you.
It's good stuff.
Perfect.
That's it.
And,
bolts.
And perfect. It's a little weird that they're like writing it all out as a novel.
Yeah. This is the original script.
I'm sure some people like that. Some people like books.
Have you ever met anyone who stands with this much intensity? Look at this.
He's just T-posing.
I mean, this is some Nick Cage's long legs energy right here.
Here's your watch back.
No fooling. You actually got it?
By a whisker. Lola turned up just as I was leaving.
Did she see you take it?
Don't think so. Anyways, that's my part of the bargain held up. You gonna let me in now?
Sure. Go on.
Oh, bargain.
Thanks. I know we've had our tiffs, but I really do appreciate you getting this for me. My dear departed pa can rest easy again knowing his watch is back where it belongs.
That's not your watch at all, is it?
Well, it is now.
Kid, if I were you, I'd make myself scarce. Otherwise, the only way you'll be able to tell the time on that thing is by squatting over a mirror. You get me?
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh. That joke sucks. I don't like that.
Ladies and here it comes.
Boys and girls of all.
Is your incident gonna get incited?
Ready for some thrills? Are you ready for some excitement?
They're talking to me, the player.
Are you ready for some fun?
Yes.
Yes.
Echo.
Time left. I don't know. Just pick one.
Get on with
Pick
it
one.
already.
Without further ado, may I present the star of our show, the last man standing at the Bleachbone Gulch Showdown. The only man to defeat Bastard Billy Boakes in a duel. The man who discovered a gentleman, then gifted it to an orphanage. Gentleman Jake Ackerman! Yahoo!
Oh, this is good.
Oh, yeah. Shot that horse in the head 3 times.
Thank you, Charlie, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Gentleman Jake's Wild West. We got a heck of a performance for you today, but first, allow me to introduce my brave and loyal assistant, Danny Luo. Now let's get this show on the road.
Show on the road.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you rope a steer. Keep it going, Danny. Maybe you'll lasso yourself one someday.
Echo, cheer plus. Hurry.
Applaud. All right, we did it.
The sun beat down upon them as the duelists stood and stared. But Billy Boakes had never fought somebody so prepared. Jake drew his gun, and bang! The bastard crashed down with a thud. The legendary foe lay dead, defeated, in the
Now,
mud.
if this was like an exciting game, that would have been a thing where like the guy actually got shot.
You sure
Heckle.
you didn't just bore him to death?
Woo! Let's go!
We're good. We're good. Fire and ice.
And now for a most challenging proposition, perhaps the greatest feat of marksmanship to which a man can set his sights. You see those 5 juggling balls that Charlie keeps whirling aloft in such a dizzying display? Ladies and gentlemen, fix your eyes on that green ball in particular, and do not dare blink.
I just want him to accidentally shoot this guy.
With but a single bullet, I will pluck it from the very air.
All right.
Big deal. You were
Applaud.
practically next to him.
Oh, that works too.
I can't wait to interview this guy.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our show. Thank you all so much. You've been a truly magnanimous, magnificent, and majestic audience.
His show is dumb and
And
bad.
you can take home a piece of the legend. Come on down to the Check of Diamonds to get an autograph or a souvenir ferrotype. We'll be there until last call. Stop by and shake hands with Gentleman Jake.
Ladies and gentlemen, good night.
Today.
So I still want an inciting incident.
Yeah, me too. What's the deal? What's happened?
Nedlands is Dana should close shows
I'm
like
waiting
that.
for something.
Dude, that is... I just love the idea of ending the PC game show being like, all right, everyone, thanks so much, that's our show. And I just like take a gun and I shoot a green ball that Mika Burton's juggling. She's like, ah! And I'm like, great job. Come get a ferrotype from day 9.
Put it in your rider. Scooby-Doo.
I'm telling you,
Yeah, so
Jake,
much so far. It's just kind of like
need
fucking
that
around.
money tonight.
You knew the deal going in, Charlie. There's nothing I can do about it.
We'll see about that.
Hope I'm not interrupting, gentlemen.
My friend here was just saying his farewells. Weren't you, Charlie? Please do pardon that unpleasant display. What can I do for you?
Don't pour any water on
Name's
him
Harvey
after
Legere.
midnight.
I'd like to interview you for the Rosewater Post.
Well, shucks, it would be my pleasure, Miss Legere. Shall we go upstairs to my room? Beats standing out here in the dust.
Lead on.
Miss Legere, permit me to introduce my associate, Danny Luo.
We've met, actually. Not formally, I suppose. Nice to properly make your acquaintance, Miss Legere.
This room is,
Likewise, Mr.
again,
Luo.
immense.
Please, you can call me Danny. Everybody does.
So what did you think of the show? Pretty spectacular, huh?
I've seen better. It was not good. It was unimpressive.
I've seen
It was all right,
better
I guess.
days.
I hope your review will be a little more stirring than that. Wait a minute. The heckler. Was that you?
Uh-oh. Nope. No.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Heckling? Me? I would never.
I could have sworn.
Perfect.
Reckon I was mistaken. Shall we proceed with the interview?
Right.
We are succeeding in being the problem.
I love it.
You know, I really don't want to do this interview.
You know, I want my incidents incited. I really do.
Danny, you're
All
Gentleman Jake's closest associate. I'd like to hear your perspective.
Me? But I thought this interview was with Mr. Ackerman.
Oh, go on, Danny boy. Tell the lady what you think of old Jake.
Well, Mr. Ackerman's been very kind to take me under his wing. He's taught me loads about showmanship and being brave. Really, I couldn't ask for a better mentor.
Aw, hell. You're gonna make me blush.
All right, tell me your real story.
So who is the real Gentleman Jake?
Mercy
What is your
me.
greatest weakness?
That's a hell of a question.
Yeah,
I ain't
the
much for
classic
philosophizing,
terrible
Mr.
job
Legere,
interview
so
question.
I'll just say this. In my case, what you see is what you get.
I see.
And I get.
Okay then.
You know, next time someone asks me what's your biggest weakness, I'm gonna say I'm really bad at job interviews.
Yeah, by the way,
That's good, right?
For any of you that are like asking or like actually doing job interviews, I think one of the worst questions you can ask is, what's your greatest weakness? Because it's an unbelievably vague, poor data point at best, suggestive of them doing anything at all. Like, hey, there's a computer programmer, what's your greatest weakness? Okay, whatever the answer to that is, does that have anything to do with the coding that they will actually do on the job? I don't know, I think it's like a goofy power trip kind of question. I'm gonna ask them to like neg themselves, but like they have to neg themselves in front of me because it's a job interview. It feels good to have power. Yeah, they made me feel good about
If I ever get that question, I'm just gonna say like, oh, you know, I prefer not to talk in those terms. But anyway, here's this other topic. Just pull a politician. Just change the question.
Oh my god.
How did you come to pick Rosewater as your latest venue?
Simple. Plenty of folk in this town are looking for a good show. I ain't so hoity-toity as to think El Presidio or Las Virgenes are the only places worth visiting.
Las Virgenes? Tell me more.
Double over a pan in a creek or working his keister off down in a mine. A man is entitled to some amusement, wouldn't you say?
Squatting over an aurum calcum.
All right.
So what do you do when you're not gunslinging or adventuring?
Well, you were at the
gaslighting
show. Saw it
and
firsthand.
Squat.
Right, but what about hobbies? Pastimes?
Well, I ain't the type to sit around reading novels, if that's what you're getting at. I'm a man of action.
Hey, Jake, don't you have an appointment with Miss Sally this evening?
Damn, you're right.
Go.
Sorry to cut things short, Miss Leger. I've got another engagement I need to prepare for.
I should have plenty for my article. I appreciate your time.
Well, I look forward to reading your story in the next edition. Danny, see the lady out, would you?
Oh my god, I feel something's
Good meeting
inciting.
you, Danny. Guess I'll see you around. Not to worry, gents.
Somebody's gonna get killed.
You were in the
Somebody's
show.
gonna get murdered,
Nice
right?
juggling.
Thank you, ma'am. Jake, get your ass out here right now, you four-flusher.
Hey, Sean, what's a four-flusher?
Now, what's all the ruckus?
I don't know.
Don't play the fool with me,
Is that like
Ackerman.
going number 2
you
twice?
You know damn
something?
well why I'm here. You might think you can give me the runaround, but I wonder if my friends here won't convince you to pay up.
Charlie.
Kind of wild that they're doing
Didn't
this right
anybody
in
ever
front of
tell
us.
you only cowards get others to solve their problems for them?
You slum-guzzling bastard. I'm gonna fix that wobbling jaw of yours.
Come on up here, then.
You sure you won't reconsider, Charlie?
Shut the hell up and get out of my way. McGuire, take care of the kid.
McGuire! Whoa.
Let's dance, cowboy.
Oh.
I suggest you clear out while you can.
Hey, they all paired off.
Oh.
From where I'm standing, it's pretty damn ugly already.
Hell yeah.
Hey!
Oh.
So that's how you want it, huh? Fine. I'll let the
All right.
boss deal with you when he's done.
Wait, what? Can we leave? Get out of there. Did we push him? Or did we punch him? Or...
You're in my way, you lummox.
And that's where
You
I'm
lummox.
staying.
Oh, man. Can we, like, climb into the piano or something?
On,
Hit the button. Climb into the food chute.
Yeah, let me...
Get in.
Woo, woo, woo!
Food delivery for the lazy.
Hey!
Punch
Start
scene.
any trouble, lady.
Oh,
what the
Nice
fuck?
dodge.
this is like World of Warcraft.
Call that a right hook?
Hey! Don't start.
What? I don't have any other
Don't
verbs.
start any trouble? Can you just leave? Can you go, like, out
Watch
the back?
that left jab.
There's, like, another door back there.
Oh.
Can you go upstairs?
Yeah, let me just look for a moment here.
Oh, wait,
there's a
we
bottle.
literally...
Hey!
We can't go out that open door in the back?
Start
Really?
any trouble, lady.
Hit him with the bottle.
Hey! Don't.
What? Oh, show him the letter. I don't know.
Ah, Bollingworth Ale.
Drink it fast and then crack it over his head.
Don't bother him.
What the fuck?
Sean, nothing's happening in this fight.
Nothing's happening. I've got the inciting incident. I can't interact with fucking anything.
I'd better do something to stop these fools.
Really? Is that really our vibe?
So do I open it and then pick it up?
Hey!
Food.
Oh. Oh shit! Fuck yeah!
Crazy.
Oh my god! I'm figuring it out.
So
Yeah,
dumb.
I got it. Woo!
That's
Here
so
we go.
dumb. Wait.
Hey, nice one.
Wait,
Not
we
the
didn't
most
use the
honorable
bottle.
way of winning a fight, but these boys were hardly playing fair.
Hey, Charlie. Looks like your guys weren't as tough as you hoped.
Whoa. Cutscene.
Well, I got to keep the bottle.
That got the old blood pumping.
You've got some interesting associates, Mr. Ackerman. If you'll excuse me, I have an article to write.
Hang on just a minute. I'd be a fool to just let you walk away after that performance. Come on back up here. I've got a business proposition that may interest you.
Is this the
What
inciting
about Miss
incident?
Sally?
Oh, she can wait. All right, Miss Legere, I won't beat around the bush. Danny and I are looking to get some folks together for a job, and I think you'd make a damn fine
You're doing a
addition to
heist?
the team.
What sort of job?
Ever hear of Dr. Bennett Clark?
Can't
Wait,
say I have.
is that the guy? Is that the guy?
I don't know.
No, I don't think I have.
He was the lead scientist researching that ethericity stuff.
Ah.
Before the
We're
ban,
gonna steal
that
it.
is. Dr. Clark moved out here not long after the big disaster back in Lamplight City. He kept up his research, even did some demonstrations at the Opera House.
Oh.
Till one day, he just up and vanished. Nobody's seen hide nor hair of him in nearly a year.
All right. You said you weren't going to beat
Sean,
around the bush. Yeah, Lee.
I don't think we're gonna get an inciting incident. I think we're just gonna get a bunch of scenes.
I am so ready for like World of Vignettes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I think
get
we
to
just
the
need to
point already.
embrace
We're
the
going in
scenes.
search of Dr. Clark's fortune.
Come again?
All right,
Feller.
son of a bitch, I'm in.
Somehow he managed to talk a bunch of big money investors from back east into financing his research. All those gizmos and doodads.
Said
don't come
ethericity
cheap,
would be good for power and
We find his
cryptocurrency.
stash, we'll all be rolling in it for years to come.
Stash?
Stash.
What stash? Surely
His
it's all
mustache.
just numbers on a ledger somewhere.
No,
A
no,
leger.
I'm telling you, he kept his assets in cold, hard cash.
So you're looking to rob a man blind just because nobody knows where he is?
Now, nothing so uncouth
the perfect
as
crime.
that. Picture this. A swashbuckling pirate captain, his vessel freighted with treasure. The vast fleets
Treasure.
of law and order circling him, closing in. He digs a hole in the sands of some sun-kissed tropical beach to conceal his ill-gotten
Hey, that sounds like a
loot.
good game.
Makes himself scarce. Circumstance conspires to
Make
deprive
a game out of that.
opportunity to return.
Yeah.
Now, he's the brave
I'd like to
treasure
play
hunter
that.
who seeks and unearths the bounty guilty of robbery? Or is he just returning
Yeah.
to the world what would otherwise lie forgotten and worthless? See, we're not after
don't know.
Clark's personal wealth. The money in
Tell me
question
more
was
about
meant
this
to bankroll
adventure.
his etheric research. Since that's
Now I
been
wanna hear about the
outlawed,
pirates.
He can't touch it, and it's a drop in the ocean for the investors. They'll never miss it.
How many folks are you planning on bringing into this?
That depends on what we find, but I promise you, we'll all get a fair split, enough to make it all worthwhile.
What's your plan?
Clark had a lab nearby, a couple miles outside of town. Last place anybody saw him. We poke around there, retrace his steps, and it
Flip
should lead
Warthog
us
says
straight
tickle
to
us
the
Nesla.
Uh-huh.
Now call me crazy, but I get the impression you're not entirely convinced.
I
Oh,
think this whole scene could have been cut.
Maybe. Oh no,
no,
I'm convinced.
Yeah, sarcastic.
Why on
Always
earth would you
sarcastic.
think that? A couple of folks I don't know
Wait,
from
that's
Adam
not-
asked me to help them hunt for some money that probably doesn't even exist. How could I not be convinced?
I wanted to say what was on the
faith in us. Hell, I'd probably be just as incredulous were I in your position.
Mr. Ackerman's a good man, Miss Leger. He's never led me astray in all the time I've known him.
I appreciate it, Danny, but I think Miss Leger's gonna need a little more than just your word. Look, I've known quite a few moneyed folk in my time. They all got one thing in common. You know what that is?
Money?
They don't give a crap about people like us?
Yeah.
They couldn't give a rat's
Yeah,
ass about
bring some
folks
class
like you and
consciousness
me.
into it.
I admit I cannot emphatically contradict you there, but not what I meant.
So what do they have in common?
They're good at keeping their money safe. Clark's cash is out there. I just know it. As far as your safety, you just took out a couple of brutes twice our size. It's plain to see you can take care of yourself.
I'm pretty good with my pistols, and Mr. Ackerman can talk his way out of anything. But we could use somebody who's good in a fight.
Besides, stick around old Jake long enough and you'll have enough material to write a whole book. Forget a measly little write-up in the local rag. I'm offering you a front row seat to a much better show. So, what do you say?
Did he really just say there's a book in it for us?
Like, we are just coming up on the end of our stream, Lee, and I feel like we're about to start the game.
I don't know what's happened. Yeah, you know what? Son of a bitch, I'm in,
All
but
right,
no
Mr.
funny
Ackerman,
business.
I'm in, but try anything funny, and I walk.
Understood.
You won't regret
Heist
this,
time.
Miss Leger.
We'll set
You
out
know,
for
I
the
thought
lab
that we were
today,
coming
right?
here just to be a
And
newspaper
please,
person, but
call me Jake.
here we are. Now we're part of a cattle rustling heist.
Dr. Clark's laboratory is a short hike from Rosewater. After getting run out of Lamplight City, this is where he went to ground. A secluded desert facility where he could get up to who knows what. Jake, Danny, and I head there at first light to see what secrets he left behind.
Dude, this is
Here we are.
how people should
Quite
design
a sight,
games.
ain't it?
I'll say.
They should just sit out in the
What the hell
desert,
was Clark doing out here?
totally
That's
isolated,
a
and just
question
make
for
the game.
minds greater than ours, Miss Leger.
See, now we're getting somewhere. You know what I don't like? I don't like that I'm suspicious of all the art assets now in games. I'm like, what is and is not AI? I don't know that anything in this game is AI, but like, I'm looking at them. I'm looking at things. You know what I mean?
Now, I have a weird question.
Yeah,
Excuse
I have
me.
a weird answer.
Because, like, my understanding is that this developer is a solo dev that's done, like, all the art and programming and writing for, like, all his past games. If you had done a lot of art and you scanned that into your own AI brain that then generated assets in your style, what do you think of that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Is there...
That is
does
fine.
that exist? Because, like, I
don't know.
Because, like,
I mean,
Go ahead.
My only problem with AI is... Oh, no, wait. I don't know, actually, what all my problems are, but one of the main problems I have with it is the fact that, like, it scrapes... scrapes work. Yeah, it scrapes work without license.
You know,
Like,
you know, one of the craziest things is I get emails that are like, hey, Day 9, we have scanned every one of your videos, and we can just generate Day 9 videos for when you go out of town and still
That
want to
sucks.
upload content. I mean, I'm just like, okay.
That's like, are they expecting you to want to work with them, or are they expecting you to, like, threaten legal action against them?
I don't know. Like, it's one of those things that's so poorly thought out. It's hard to imagine it, but, like,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm tired. Can I just say that?
Me too.
And I'm just really,
That
I'm
game
really
fucking
tired.
took it out of me.
Well,
I can't wait until next time when we get to go on a fucking
game.
Wild West scientist heist.
Yeah, I mean, like the... Oh, man. I was telling Lee about this earlier. Today was this leg workout at the gym that has just punished me. Like, stairs are difficult in my own home. Standing with my standing desk, like, my heart rate went up because my legs were so tired as I was standing. I am so tuckered out after today. And, yeah, this game, there was not a lot of gaminess in it. And I need more gaminess in my games. Like, I really badly need some gaminess.
It might pick up. I mean, it might just be bad editing, you know. It might pick up.
Well, I mean,
might be some diamonds in the rough here.
I sort of had a similar feeling with the excavation of Hobbs Barrow, where there's not a lot of stuff happening. There's just a lot of like, conversation and a lot of, you know, spookiness. Yeah. But the thing is that like the ominousness of any horror, the ominousness of like any horror environment,
the ominousness
always just piques my interest no matter what. Like, I really like that sort of horror vibe and aesthetic.
Yeah.
Simon Blob says it has really good reviews, so something has to happen. My understanding is that there is a lot of branching and different possibilities for solving stuff. And I feel like I got a hint of that when it was like, how do you want to open this locked door? And it was like, do you want to break it or do you want to try something else? That was pretty cool. Kind of implied some stuff. Oh my god, Lee, I think I need to go to bed at like 8:30.
Yeah, you gotta get to bed. You go to bed super early. You're like a farmer.
And Jofu says, maybe we're on the branch where nothing happens. That's a very real thing. That's a very, very real thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty forgiving. Like, I don't know about you, Lee, but there's genres where I really don't care how bad a lot of stuff is. I will play it for 20 hours. You know, like almost any point-and-click adventure game, RTS game, probably a good amount of roguelikes. Roguelikes I'm probably less forgiving of. I'm trying to think of... Oh, city builders, extremely forgiving. Because I just like making little cities and seeing things, you know. Asherman says, y'all did walk away from the dead guy. Yeah, maybe that was the error, you know. I don't know. We're going to play in it next week, no matter what.
Yeah, we really did it tonight. This is a good game. It's a good, mostly walking game. It's a good time.
Oh my god. My entire body is out of aethericity.
Yeah, you better go get some. I'm going to go take an airship.
Oh.
And then I'm going to do a 4-flusher.
And let me just recommend to all of you watch Aramentari, the movie. I believe the subtitle is The Blacksmith and the Devil. Just best.
Maybe I'll watch that.
It's wild. It's really... And Lee, there's going to be a part where I know you're going to go, what the fuck? And you're going to text me. And I just want you to know.
Am I going to laugh? A lot of times I laugh at horror movies because I think about the people making them. And I think, I can't believe you made that.
Yeah, Lee, if you start watching it, just say I'm starting it, and then when the part happens,
yep,
I know it, and you'll fire another one off.
I'll let you know.
Oh, Lee, it was great gaming with you. Any other final thoughts before I literally go to bed at 8:30 p.m. Pacific?
No, in theory I could go out dancing, but can you imagine that? Can you imagine?
Oh my god, what with these legs?
What with those legs?
Oh my god, with these rusty old creakers? No.
Rusty creakers. All right, rusty creakers. I'm gonna Gamer 2. This is Gamer 1. Should we hit the button?
To all ye gamers, 3 through infinity. Have a great night. Bye, darlings. Oops, wrong button. There we go.